also the Eve, despite the fact that she does open up shielding when she uses her real-world manipulation. So I was like, you know, the only mage that I think really fits would be the Faramis. A lot more safer, and it also gives cover to his team.
Yeah, a lot of pull as well. So RGSG actually have quite decent crowd control coming in where the Shadow Stampede can clump everyone together.
True.
And then the Fredrin can taunt everyone. And they're sticking with the Melissa, but based on first game, it's like, why not?
Oh,
Maybe even force like, yo, Diablo, you want to use the Lapu Lapu again? We actually don't mind.
we don't care.
Yeah.
And that was an MVP
Oh
Lapu
my
Lapu, by the way.
God, MVP Lapu.
So that was a huge statement by Evos Icon. And now they're slimming down the options for the gold lane with the Melissa being picked up already. Claude is going to be the ban. Oki is either forced on the Beatrix carry, and I heard that he also plays the Brody.
Actually,
Bro.
Brody, I'm not. I think Brody might be a little bit risky because of Kadita as well as the Grok, because you're really reliant on your flicker to run away. Even though yes, when the Kadita comes in, you could stun and then could you stop that? That's very distracting.
What? I'm writing notes.
Here's the thing: people can't see us. The fact that you answered, people knew that you were doing something distracting.
But is the Estes pick distracting?
No, I think Estes is all good.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good because again, perhaps RSG a replica. They're trying to base on what the second game was. Support Enchanter hero. Support Angela, Florin, Estes banned out, so no healers
Wow.
here on the board for Evos Icon. But Evos Icon here again
Or Ivan.
for Ivan. Man, oh man. Let's see here, RSG. Will they commit to another hero for Van Strong here? Is this the right approach? Because it seems like, based on the second game, the Melissa was the problem.
You know, technically there is still another healer.
Rafaela.
Oh, I was going for Minotaur, but
Oh,
yeah, Rafael as well.
There you go. Minotaur, the one hero that you mentioned, banned out.
Man, Ivan, what are you gonna play?
I mean, to be fair, he can play the Kadita.
okay, that's good. 5 bans. Does he like this attention?
I would.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't too.
I'd love it.
I want more options.
Yeah. I need.
Like at this point, it's like, yo, what do you want me to use?
I mean, he's played Arlet, Rome, Cho, Kufra. That's also something he has in his arsenal.
Atlas? Does Atlas work here? Going up against a Franco and Ferdrin, potentially
quite good.
jungler.
Ooh.
Quite good, yeah.
Atlas,
Yeah.
if they want to commit to another AoE hero, but if they want to play it safe, perhaps Kadita. But Bellman
Wow.
first.
Okay, so they're keeping their options open.
Yep.
Speaking of the jungler here, again, a lot of flexibility because both the Grok as well as the Kadita can be flexed around. Grok can be roam EXP, Kadita can be mid-roam. So I really think once they see everything from RGSG, that's when they're like, okay, the final pick will solidify everything.
Okay. So very makes sense, right? Again, asking RSG a question. What is Ivan playing? Kadita, Grok, or will they add another roamer? But with Bellman, it adds pressure towards that neutral objective. Very good with that lethal counter, and FYI, there's a new skin for Bellman.
Yeah, right now, honestly, I'm just thinking, okay, what are you gonna use here? Because you have to win against the Melissa. So Yuzong picked up and carry. The carry I'm okay with. Yuzong, I don't remember Diablo on the Yuzong. I really don't.
Did he play that MSC?
And the thing is, Yuzong, you kind of have to win your lane
Yeah.
to be amazing. Because,
Impact,
yeah,
yeah.
you're very strong in the turtle takes as well as the lord takes. But if you're losing your lane, at least keep it neutral. Neutral is fine. Losing, really not good. Because Black Dragon form coming in, you're basically gonna die before you even drop
Touch
from
down.
your... Yeah, before you touch the ground.
That's a very good point. And if you use Black Dragon form as a defensive move, that's already a wasted resource. So you need to make sure you have that pressure. Lolita to nullify the carry and or Faramis. Whoa, there you go. There
And
you
like,
go.
imagine, right? Because Faramis, Cult Altar, clumped up. and then you get the Nunon
Yeah.
Blast stacked onto you on top
Yeah.
of the Kadita as well as the Melissa. And you can also go for Grok. That's a lot of CC. Mirko, Reptar, what's going on?
What's going on with you? Everything's all right. The draft, very interesting. Seeing Diablo and a Yuzhong. Didn't see it in MSC. Seeing a sudden shift in roles. It's going to be a Grok in the jungle. A Balmond in the... Oh, no. Balmond in the jungle? Grok in the XP. There we go. And then a Rome Lolita. Someone who's been sort of gone from this meta ever since the shift. What do you think about this? Very interesting, huh?
I think it's a very situational pick for the Lolita, but in this case, up against the carry, it is a phenomenal last pick to round up their draft. And honestly, looking at it, I personally like Evos Icon's draft better. They have the answers to kind of everything that RSG SG have posed to them, all the questions that they've been posing.
Yeah, there's a lot of frontline though for the side of RSGSG, a lot of peel for this carry. Question is this going to be enough? This lineup that RSGSG drafted to avoid the Dome suddenly happening again and biting them, similar to what happened in game number 2, because that Melissa we saw, he is in the zone with Melissa right now. Looking at it, if it's not going to be the hooks landing, if it's not going to be a bloody hunt to get the Melissa before the Dome drops, it's going to be a lot of pressure on to that Yuzhong to be dropped in.
As a Melissa main, I have to say this, right? Up against the Beatrix, you still win on the Melissa in the laning phase, but up until level 4, then the Beatrix starts to be able to finally say something in lane. Up against the carry though, the carry is not going to have a good time. So Oki is already in a losing matchup, now with a Purify as well, not a Flicker, so he can't really even outplay Doma.
Yeah.
Doma's going to have a lot to say in this 1v1, in this matchup, even a 2v1. It would
Yeah.
actually favor Doma as long as he dodges the Iron Hook.
Yeah, exactly. And you see there, Oki just honestly was left with a choice to just decide, you know what, if I'm not going to be able to flicker away from things, I will most likely have to avoid a lot of crowd control, so I'm just going to cleanse them away. And you see it already, the carry having so much difficulty up against that Melissa in the top left-hand corner of your screens. Meanwhile, losing QT and Bray, at least they're going to be able to secure that first Little Wander for the side of RSGSG as they just continue to harass Sutsujin's jungle rotations.
Interesting choice of emblem here from Susujin. You just mentioned Lethal Wanderer was actually picked up by Bray. Oh, sorry. Yeah, by Bray. With the concussive blast here. Ivan gets Iron Hook there. A good taunt up top. Susujin
Susujin?
gonna be caught in the Appraiser's wrath. Whoa, a bit too aggressive. One more shot, but he finds the lethal counter to get a bit more HP. In the end, it's still first blood over to RSGSG. But back to the point, Susujin, Quantum Charge, and he took Tenacity instead of Season Hunter.
Oh, interesting. So he really just, well, Bauman has always been one of the fastest jungle clearers. So maybe he's like, I don't need any more speed. I need a little bit more survivability. So that's why he was such a difficult target to take down at the start there. But yeah, way too aggressive to start things off for Evos Icon. It was RSGSG in a much better situation to take this turtle without a problem. But Evos Icon, they're going to be contesting.
Let's see, Diablo already missing with the Furious Dive, gets the Petrify, but Susujin,
Oh.
what? Bray wins it out as a Suppression with a Bloody Hunt, but it's a 3-man Numenon Blast. Diablo with the Black Dragon form, just canceling it out right now, and it's a 4-man Petrify from Krait to equalize on the board in kills, but still, the objective goes to RSG.
Two of the most difficult things you can do in life. First, just approach the girl or guy that you find really attractive and just
Okay.
start things off. Second, win a retry battle up
Okay.
against the Balmond, who also has his lethal counter, and somehow Bray was able to walk away with it. Yeah, Evos Icon really needed to trade something out there after that happened. And now RSGSG, they got the turtle, they're happy with that. But still no clear lead for either team. Diablo got a few smacks onto the shielding of the turret down bottom, so he has a slight gold advantage over Veldora. I'm pretty sure it also helped that it was RSG who got the turtle.
I think RSGSG have a big problem with clumping up. Every single time, last game against Melissa, don't clump up. This time, it's going to be even more brutal. Up against a Kadita, Melissa, and a Lolita. Iron
the
Hook,
hook?
though, beautifully placed down. Now Numenon Blast going to be charged up, not canceled. Losing Cutie with Flicker. Bray actually cancels it out and finds the Appraiser's Wrath, but Buji is the one who picks up the kill. Meanwhile, Oki is providing vision.
Riding Vision, able to clear up the waves. Man, what a clutch taunt coming in from Bray to cancel out the Numenon Blast. Would have been devastating for RSGSG. And now, because of their sudden shift and focus here to the top side, Aki's going to get a little bit more gold. Here comes a big fight.
Even the Black Dragon form used up here, but Doma is still able to position under the turret. Now the Petrify connects the go away, gets him out for a bit. But one more shot, Doma still surviving for a bit until Bougie comes down to find the kill. A successful dive, 1-for-1, XP for gold. So Jin brought back an RSG. I think they won. No, look at Veldora.
He got to balance it out. The fact that Veldora decided, guys, just hold on there. I'm going to maximize what I can get from this turret here. So it equalizes the efforts that Diablo did in the bottom lane. Dare I say, very greedy for RSGSG to commit to that play that they went for, even though they got a kill for Doma. And because of everything that happened, they were able to open up a turtle. Still greedy in my books, but I think it's a very good thing that Aki didn't go down in that one.
I agree. It was very greedy, but honestly, looking at it again, I think in the grander scheme of things, it's actually worth it for RSGSG. Their main problem in game number 2 was the fact that they were not able to shut down Doma, but Veldora here wants to shut down Diablo. My goodness! Wild charge into a rough waves, into a lethal counter, but Cry walks into Bray, who just takes him out.
Bray goes down, gets caught out, so it's going to be a trade mid for the EXP. Now both teams just trading all across the map, objectives, kills. They're both able to find it right now. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where, again, it's just going to blow up in either third turtle or first lord. A massive team fight to suddenly shift the picture of this game. I am wondering, though, gold laners haven't switched up yet. I feel like the map could be opened up a little bit more if they decide to commit on a push elsewhere. But right now, they're just saying, we really need that farm. We really want to be online as quickly as possible. They're just going to be hugging what originally was the gold lane up top.
Very calm game, again, for both these teams. Wanting to slow down the tempo. Both teams have compositions built around neutral objectives, team fights. So there's no real reason to look for these crazy fights here in the 5th minute with no neutral objective up. However, Bray is already a level up against this Bauman. So even though Bauman clears out fast, the Seasoned Hunter is definitely doing work for Bray.
Both teams right now just still poking around the mid lane. Lucian will be able to find Ivan. Good read here by RSG in the positioning of Evos. Jin and Krite.
Good taunt with the Bloody Hunt as well, but the rough waves cancels it out. Krite's still able to escape, and the wild charge! Onto 2, into a lethal counter, and the blast! Finds 2 on the back, but Diablo zones them away, isolates the target. Krite gonna be gunned down! Taken out by Oki, as Diablo falls as well. 1-for-1, Mage for XP.
Oh, but Bray might get caught out here if he's not careful. He's able to dash out, and again, another trade. You see here the adjustment by RSGSG. Still not the cleanest initiation that they could have gone for. It was countered, but Doma in a bad spot! Oh, Ivan! Oh, man, Ivan with the bulwark, actually. Making sure that there was no room there for Aki to free hit Doma. He holds on as RSGSG. Let's see if they'll be able to get this turtle.
Let's say Lucian Cutie looking for a Bloody Hunt right now, but he's going to be knocked up there. Beautifully played by Evos. Icon picks up the turtle and the kill. Bray finds himself in the lethal counter, now in the spin. Killing spree picked up by Veldora.
Poetic that the lethal counter from the Balmond is also the theme right now for Evos Icon, with the lethal counter to get that third turtle. Everything has blown up there. They're going to be opening up the middle of the map. Welcome to the mid to the late game now. 7 minutes and 30 seconds in. This shrinks the room for RSGSG, and now the room for error is even less. They cannot commit mistakes. This next set of engagement that they're going to go for have to be clean. Checking up the items, there's already a BOD on this Grok. Still a Hunter Strike and just a Dominance Ice for Diablo, so he goes for a hybrid build.
I think we have to really pay attention to Doma, right?
Yeah.
Because once he gets that golden staff, it's the Doma Dome. Or maybe we can make it a bit more spicy, a bit more epic, a bit more true to the skin. Doma's Domain.
Doma's Domain. I like it. I like it. Doma's Domain. Let's see if they'll be able to penetrate through that. There's Veldora, Suchijin, and Krite just making sure that they get their orange buff. A conceal was utilized, but RSGSG are not going to be finding an opening in terms of a kill. They will find an opening up top with a push in the turret, while Evos Icon shifts their focus, gives Doma a lot of room down in the bottom lane. You see they're bodyguarded by Ivan. Let's see if they're going to continue pushing this. RSGSG, looks like they read it. They have seen or they feel like where Evos are, they're focusing down bottom.
The main objective, though, for good Iron Hook, good read from Lucian Cutie, spots out Ivan. And just like that, Evos Icon, their attempt of maybe an ambush just disappears. But Doma, Golden Staff, that's the power spike.
The Golden Dome's domain. It has leveled up.
It does.
That's where it is. Let's see if RSGSG will be able to get that clean team fight that they're looking for. They really have to time their engagements perfectly here, or Doma with a well-timed go away will just ruin the team fighting. Here comes the conceal play coming in from Evos Icon.
Right, getting some good position. Oh, well charged into a rough waves. Not even a petrify used up. And just like that, no Diablo, no Dragon. Free Lord conceded from RSG.
Yeah, they just say, you know what, we're going to take the trade. We'll just take this turret down bottom. We're going to get on out of here. And just like that, one spot, one pickoff. And that's all she wrote for RSGSG in contesting that first Lord of the game. I think it also looked like Evos Icon read the RSGSG playbook really well. They decided to go for that split, 3-2 split, where 3 members of RSGSG will hug the Lord and try to contest it while 2 will split push elsewhere. But Evos Icon just read it well. The moment they saw Diablo, they just said, you know what, let's take him down.
Diablo's super squishy. I think Lafel already mentioned this, right? If you don't win your lane with a Yuzong, or at least go even, it's already very hard to pull this off. One level down against Veldora. I think even if Veldora just uses the wild charge, he was already down to half HP with just one combo from Veldora.
Exactly, and now Evos, it looks picturesque right now. They're positioning. Veldora can mess him up, but Arish is positive. He gets whale. Will he?
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful wild charge by Veldora.
Yeah, just enough. He had to commit that flicker. They were able to commit out a conceal, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna have to double check that. But he is gonna be able to get away, and this opens up the room here for Evos Icon to continue their push with this Lord. How many more towers can they get? How much more time does RSGSG have left? How many more opportunities will Evos Icon find?
I mean, just look at the muddle placement here. Doma's going to be able to poke RSG down. But now Blast, oh my god, Lucian misses! Now they're all under the cold altar. Black Dragon form used up to the back, but he's going to be melted down. Now with a long charge on the 2! The full collapse as Doma does free damage on the back. Now with another muddle placed down. Evos Icon backing away. Whoa! So Jin getting caught. Bloody Hun locking him down. Oki picks up the kill.
It's a little bit of a win there for RC, or sort of like a balancer to the push that Evos Icon was able to get. They weren't able to get a lot of kills onto there, but RSGSG, they're still fighting back. They're still biting back. If y'all are wondering, that meter that you're seeing during team fights, that is the real-time damage dealt for the team fight currently transpiring. So it's a good idea to see who's dealing more damage and even potentially winning said team fight. As we look at the items already, Malefic Roar, full damage on this Grok. You see there, Past Claws already up for that Melissa. They really have to make sure their engagements are clean, because you're just going to see that Melissa's life tick up when she's really low.
My goodness, man. I mean, Doma is being really greedy right now. Really greedy. Not finishing up on the boots, but at this point, you can afford to. You're 700 gold up. You're a Melissa with full cover, full peel. Nobody's been able to touch Doma since, what, the last 5 minutes of the game.
Everything has been set up for this Melissa pick again. Oh, they're going to be spotting out this Grok. Veldora is going to fall, but here comes Evos for the response.
Conceal, okay. Oh, stunned up. Oh, the Purify. Now the Blast charged up with the Flicker as well. This time it finds Bray. Now Diablo on the back with Black Dragon form. Doma pops in the go away. Still able to kite away, but the Petrify connects on the back. Doma! With the Inspire again! Just takes everyone, melts them down. Bray running for the hills, but he will fall, and Lucian Cutie is the only one left.
Doma with the Melissa Riz. Evos Icon with an even more refined version of the Doma's domain. Lucian and Bougie, can they hold? It looks dire for the red, white, and blue.
It's over. Just like that, Evos Icon, they've secured their first match win in the group stages of Snapdragon Pro Series Challenge Finals.
The iconic Tigers get the victory. Resurgent RSGSG is not Evos Icon. gets the last roar with that game number 3. Everything set up for Doma to succeed. Everything set up for Evos Icon to get that game 3.
And guess what, Reptar? Still Mirror Bless.
Your Bless activated.
2-1.
Still available. And hey, here's a fun fact. I was told right before the broadcast started, all my predictions also still on point.
Let's go.
Let's go. And let's go to our analyst to break down the game.
Why? Why do they have to talk about predictions like that?
I kind of feel like it's my bad. Like, my prediction has been wrong so far, but I had to follow Mirko. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
So what was
Okay.
your prediction today?
Evos
I
2
think
to
it
1.
was, yeah.
Evos 2-1?
Yeah.
On
No,
point.
I mean, like, I knew that was going to happen. That's why I chose them.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. You're the analyst,
Yeah.
right? But look at this, a 13-minute game, guys. After what RSGSG were able to do in Game 1 and Game 2, it only took 13 minutes for Evos Icon, an MDL team, mind you, take down RSGSG, the powerhouse of Singapore.
To be fair, even in an interview where you were talking about how it's possible that Icon is stronger than Legends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's like, I think at this kind of situation, the MDL title is not really solidified for them. I think we can consider them to be MPL level.
In the grand scheme of things, they're 1-2 though, their record. But I do agree they're strong. Strong, but finally here. Doma, again, back on the Melissa. Reverse sweeping the champions of Singapore. My goodness, I mean,
the
drafts?
No, the thing we have to say is about the drafts because
Yeah.
after the game, we were just thinking about it again. It's like,
Sus.
it's maybe not the best.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, I didn't like the draft. As soon as I put my headphones off, I was like, nah.
Headphones.
Headphones off.
Headphones?
Yeah.
As soon as I put my headphones off, I was like, nah, that's not it.
Diablo on the Yuzong as well. Doesn't feel all that natural, no?
No.
No, doesn't feel natural at all.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
You want to try, Gani?
I can't do Australian accents.
But you
That's
know,
not Australian.
it was like a mix.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
But what's not a mix is his MVP. Man, Ivan at 2-0-10. Ivan, despite not getting his picks, despite being just respect banned throughout the entirety of game number 3, he pulls out the Lolita and he was able to deal that much. And it felt like Evos Icon understood exactly the game plan that RSGSG wanted to go for that game with their composition, and they countered it